Hello everybody, my name is Ted, aka Osku, aka Iconic. This is Elden Ring, and I wanted to do a brand new playthrough of Elden Ring. It's been some months since I put it down, and I figured it's time to pick it back up. I originally logged about, say 170-ish hours on it. The first time I picked it up, it won Game of the Year. It's just an absolute masterpiece. It really captivated a lot of people. So with all that being said, I am going to do a new playthrough and make some YouTube content around it. So here we go. New game. As for my build, I'll be honest, really love the Faith build, but we're not going to do Prophet. We're going to do a Confessor build. I like the shield. I like the strength. It's a little sneaky. I like it. So we're going to choose this. And as for his name, let's name him Ted Butt. Nah. Fred the Butt Guy. Perfect. We love it. All right, choosing a base template. Man, what do we want him to look like? They haven't invented underwear yet in the lands between. Let's go with Yeah, he's pretty pale, like me. As for a keepsake, let's choose the keepsake to be... For this playthrough, I'm going to try to platinum the entire game. I'm going to try to do it all with the right ending that I want to pick. And to start strong, I would used to go Golden Seed. But then I learned that there's a limited number of Stone Sword keys in the game. So I'm going to go Stone Sword Key. They open up dungeons. They are, really good options. So I'm going to do that. Fred the Butt Guy. He's mature for his age. He has a Stone Sword Key. Let's do it. This opening, dude. This opening is crazy.
Tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fall, the lands between.
This visual right here got me so...
The eternal
I fell in love with the game
nowhere to
off of that one piece of art.
And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will.
Man.
Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, ever brilliant gold mask. Fear, the deathbed companion.
That right there.
The loathsome dung eater. And Sir Gideon Othniel. The all-knowing.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Okay, we can do that. This is without a doubt, this is one of my most favorite games. So to start, we're going to run over here. We're going to pick up the finger that allows us to write to everybody else. First off, door. You know what? We will rate that as good. We will applaud that message. We will push open the door. Crouch. We have our block. We have our run. Okay. I'm just going to run through here. I'm not going to bother fighting this guy that is about to pop up because, well, my best attempt, I didn't kill him. I'm not best in the world at this game, but also people who speedrun the game, they'll just jump right off over here. Come here, butthole. Same. What you got? What you got? You ain't got nothing. Nope. Nope. No. Oh, man. Alright. Well, I took damage. Well, that kind of hurt. That kind of hurt.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
And now we've been sent.
Violate the Golden Order.
So many seedlings are being sprinkled in the beginning of this. All the imagery, all of it. The Golden Order, which becomes very prevalent later on in the game because of lore reasons. And I don't remember my lore super well, but I believe the Confessors are like part of the Golden Order, and they are like assassins of the Golden Order. Might be wrong, might be right. Don't quite remember. I'm not going to speed run through the cinematics. I am going to go ahead and do the tutorial. Right, so really quickly, get rid of that tutorial, get rid of that tutorial, get rid of that tutorial. I didn't know this until way later on, but if you hit help and then you hit explanation, it will show you what everything is on this stat screen. So you can see what, for instance, your immunity is, your arcane, what your arcane does for you. It does quite a lot. Oh, and okay, got rid of all of that. Gonna explain the Sight of Grey system. I think this is like one of the only grazes that you cannot ever return to. Anyways, you sit down, you heal up. Now we're gonna run on through. And we'll give a little stabby stab. Thanks, buddy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Try luring out and then defeating one by one. Look, I think these are really good for the very, very, very novice beginning people. For my first experience in the Souls game, which was Elden Ring, my gosh, dude. I died so many times in this cave, it's not even funny. Not proud of it, but I will own up to it. So we're gonna come over here. Come on. Come on, do your little stabby stab. Do it. Do it. Do it, you coward. Posture broke and killed. Had to two-hand it. First off, strong foe. We will applaud. So now we'll go back to the dual wield of 2 items. Run in, stabby stab. Come over here. Stabby stab. Now, I didn't know this until way late, but if you... Oops, no. If you block a hit and then hit your charged attack, you can posture break people. Did not know about that. I'll do it again as an example. Tab, bang, and he's dead. So we're gonna do some sneaky sneak. Stay crouched. Some stabby stab again. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna come over here. Stance breaking. There's some jump attacks. Like, I don't think I ever did any jump attacks, really, my first playthrough. Actually, that's not true. I did, because I was rocking a long-range weapon. No champion ahead. We'll give it an applause. Still no death. People are hilarious. We will traverse the mists. Alright, and this is like a little mini boss. Right? Posture break. Big stab. And he is down. I have died to this Soldier of Godric way too much. Let's see here. God. Down. Love it. So we will run over here, and what do you get for completing the tutorial mode? You get an emote. Time for jumping. Let's see here. We're gonna run up here, open these double doors, Come up over this way. Now this gray site you can return to, because you have left the tutorial area technically. And that stone sword key, we're not going to use that just yet. We are going to come back and clear this out though. I am trying to platinum this game. So we are going to run up here. And run around in little circles as we do. One thing that I like about the Confessor as well, bro, looking... That's what I look like after a day of work, working in the butcher shop. They start off with a seal, which is very handy. And this right here is when I fell in love with the game. When I walked outside... and you just look at the majesty and the size of it all. This game is fantastic. What's this message say? Elden Ring, oh Elden Ring. Okay. Now, dialogue with NPCs, unless I personally like them, I'm going to be skipping through it. Some tutorials. Right.
Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
What? Look at me. Look at me. I am so handsome, and he's calling me maidenless? That's just rude. So, we'll come down here. We'll grab the summoning pool stake to play in multiplayer. And now we're going to attack the big dude on the horse. I'm joking. We're not going to attack the big dude on the horse. Not yet. But big dude on the horse is why I chose a Confessor build for his weapon that I'm gonna run later on. So we'll come up here to the church. We'll run inside. Yes, tutorials. We'll get the first of many smithing stones.
But I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine.
Oh Kale, oh Kale. So we're going to start off with our limited runes, and we're going to buy a crafting kit, and also we will buy a torch. 2 good items to start with, because some enemies are weak to fire, and that will come in handy. So we'll touch this grace. Yes, the tutorial is explaining this. Item crafting, okay, get rid of that in my inventory. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to run through and kill some of these guys. They're worth some very cheap little runes. Not enough to be sufficient enough to level up, but enough to be fun. Whoops, wrong button. Never turn your back. Never turn your back on the enemy. Amateur move. Amateur move. Okay. I'm going to drop down and sneak. I know there's a dude kneeling somewhere up here. There he is. You'll love it. Okay, we got some throwing knives. Another reason why I do like the... Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Another reason why I like the Confessor is because I can just, like, bless myself up with the Assassin Step, which is kind of overpowered very early in the game. I don't make any foot sounds now. I believe even running. Yeah, even I can run as quietly as I want. It really helps. We'll just mercilessly... Oh, wow, we got another smithing stone off that guy. The RNG. Now, it's not worth it all the time, but like for what it is, if you're trying to run back to your runes, pretty dang helpful. Big two-handed stab. And we're not going to go down that cave just yet. So what we're gonna do now, I should be collecting things as I'm going by. What we're gonna do now, oh, proximity sound threw me off. We are going to, I'm gonna bless up one more time. I'm gonna two-hand and I'm gonna crouch. And as long as we stay out of the visible sight, you can sometimes get the kite shield off of this guy if you assassinate him. Ah, nothing there. Bummer. Oh well, more runes. Doesn't hurt. We're gonna skip killing the rest of them for now. We're gonna go straight up over to the next grace site. Up here. And grab this. Now, before I do that, just because it's convenient, bam. And nothing. Bummer. But we will come up over here. We'll open this. And we got the longsword, which I believe it's a great sword instead of a straight sword. It does require two-handed, but will do a shit ton of damage. All right.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord.
It is 2023, and I still love this woman.
The two fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Oh my dear lord. I am so ridiculously in love with this fictional character, it's not even funny. The amount of atrocious felonies I would commit just to walk half a mile behind one of her farts. I'm joking. It's a bad joke. It's a joke. I'm not really joking. Look, of course we're going to accept, because it's how you level up.
Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
I do.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Okay.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
Okay. So now we're going to do a little bit of business. We're going to come over here. We are going to swap that out for the steed whistle. Okay. We now have a horse. And we can double jump, which is great and amazing. Now, just because of the time of day, what I'm going to do, Assassin's Approach, two-hand the sword, murder you, nothing good, crouch, run while crouching, grab some flowers, okay, hide, cast it again so it's still up, two-hand sword, murder you, and we are going to grab the map. Now that the map has been found, we are going to run back up to this grace site. We are going to rest, and we're going to pass time because I don't like the vampire bats and I don't like the zombies that show up. So to do that simply, we just hit pass time, and we will do until morning. Okay, it is now morning. Dope. Now we have the map. And just for the sake of convenience, I'm going to run through here and get the next site of grace. If you're playing along, this is how I would recommend you do it. We are going to get the flesh. Do not stop. Do not make friends. Do not fight these guys. It's not really worth your time. I say that mostly because they will absolutely push your shit in, and not in like the fun way. We're gonna grab the golden seed, and then double jump this way, dismount off torrent, another stone sword key. We're gonna grab the grace site. Dope. Now we're gonna come over and talk to her.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it.
All right.
You're
So
willing to make me a chrysalid, but I'm still a milksop craven.
So we're just gonna burn through her dialogue.
Well, that makes it. I don't have. It's scary. I want to be on nothing but.
So she doesn't have a lot of self-confidence, you know. All right, cool. We got that summoning, but now we're about to get the thing that we are able to summon with. So we're gonna take this.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Earth Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
We love it. All right, so what we're going to do now is allocate the flasks. Oh, never mind, that's properly set up. Perfect. We're gonna open up the map, close it out, zoom out, go back to the church. It's nighttime.
May I have a word?
I'm going to tell you another thing about me, all right? I have a thing for fictional women. Melina, oh, right there in the heart. But this absolute dime piece right here, Ronnie, ooh.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I
I'd heard tell of a tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
I wishest for us to, like, live together. But we're moving forward. So,
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
and she just disappears. And she's no longer there. Okay. So, now that we've dealt with Ronnie, we are going to... The thing it took me also a long time to realize is that these golden lines lead you to, like, the next story boss sort of thing for you to go to. We're going to go to the Stormhill Shack, though. And now that we are here, we're going to start picking up some stuff. We're going to do about there, and about there, and then about there. Okay. Coolio. Now, we've exhausted her dialogue. I thought we did. Didn't we? You're supposed to be gone.
It was a pleasure to song. Can you pass on a message for tell them I love them? And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know?
Okay. So, we're going to go south, or I guess east, technically. We're going to come down here. We're going to head to the right a little bit, grab a smithing stone. We're going to cup up, over, and around to this little graveyard. In this little graveyard, we're going to grab all of these ruins. Sometimes you have to get on top of the graveyard and face the right way, because this is a brilliant game. Those bad guys will blow themselves up. Just be careful about that. They're like these little Orbeez on the ground. But you do get credit for killing them, which is nice. Because really, they just killed themselves. Yikes, vampire. Don't want to fight it. Don't want to fight it. Don't want to fight it. Go away. Okay. Bro. Okay. Sometimes it's just easier to get off of the horse. Okay, so we've gotten those runes. Very easy to get. Now we're going to come up and over to this little shack. We're going to touch the grace. We're going to talk to this guy.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order?
I don't know. Does our faith hold firm? It doesn't really matter.
Yes, you're a Tarnished. through and takes me back. Any interest in all I know is now's the time to.
So from here we can get a couple of skills like Endure and the parry skill. None of them are worth it, except for Quick Step. That is the only one that's worth it. So we've talked to him. That's great. We can take this off. We can take this off. And from here we can actually go a little bit south, I believe. Yeah. So we go south of the War Master Shack to that glowing bit. And we need to make a friend. Here. Here. There you are. So we come over here. I'm just going to wait for him. Okay. Yep. Delightful. Thanks, pal. Ow. Keep running. And then, because we made a friend, grab the liver. And try to get away as fast as we can. Oh shit. Yeah, it's nighttime. I forgot. There are bad guys at night. That's a big boss that we're not ready to fight yet. We're just here for the flesh. Keep running. Keep running. It's all gonna be okay if you just keep running.
I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this? My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. No, there's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say.
So a couple of things about Alexander here. I absolutely love Alexander's character. I think Alexander is, without a doubt, top 10
I'll pop clean out.
character in the game, 100%. The jars in general are my favorite. One of my favorites. So a couple of really good charged attacks. 3 good charged attacks.
Well played, good sir. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelled the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this.
Dope. We got more flesh. That's going to be important later. Go back to the map. We can unping this, and we can unping the shack. Because now we are going to come down here. And there is fall damage. I don't really remember how the fall damage works. So I'm going to come here. Touch this graze. And I think for now, that's where I'm going to cut episode 1 of this series. If you found it useful, cool. Chances are you've already played Elden Ring, so it was not your first experience go around with this, but stick around. We're going to do 100% of this game, and that guy in the background right there, that's me at work. So that's it. I'm going to call it. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.